So to continue, after ng social ecological model of health, meron naman tayong active community engagement continuum or ACE continuum. So ACE provides a framework for analyzing community engagement and the role the community plays in influencing lasting behavior change. So dito, ang idea naman is again, it is a framework that shows how 5 characteristics of community empowerment can be viewed at 3 levels of community engagement. So mamaya, no? Later on, we'll discuss yung components nito. Ang gustong iparating ng active community engagement continuum is that more than just implementing a community engagement activity, the community plays an important role in influencing lasting changes. Again, active community, ibig sabihin, aktibo yung komunidad para magpatuloy yung mga nasimulang programa. Hindi lang siya, ano yung term doon? Parang isang nagpapasikat lang. Hindi ko matandaan yung term, but I think you get the point. Hindi lang siya isang bagsakan lang. It's a continuous engagement process. Okay? Continuing engagement process. So, yung 3 levels of community engagement that moves on that continuum is from a consultative, consultative to cooperative, then collaborative. So, magsisimula yung levels of community engagement from consultations. Okay? Then cooperation followed by collaboration. Yung 5 characteristics naman ng engagement is community involvement in assessment, access to information, inclusion in decision making, local capacity to advocate to institutions and governing structures, and accountability of institutions to the public. Ang gusto iparating ng active community engagement is when it comes to a community conducting community engagement process or kahit bahagi sila as nakipag-partner sila with another organization, nagsisimula yung community engagement process as consultations, researches, then cooperation, actual implementation, at collaboration in a way na continuous process. So ito yung example na nakita ko when it comes to application ng active community engagement continuum. So yung characteristics of engagement, isa-isa nandito, is community involvement in the assessment, yung number 1. Number 2 is access to information. Number 3, inclusion in decision making. Number 4, local capacity to advocate to institutions and governing structures. Then number 5 is accountability of institutions to the public. So sinasabi sa active community engagement continuum, na merong 5 characteristics ng community engagement na sa gagawin mong community engagement activity, dapat bawat isa dito ay matatap mo. Mabibigyan mo ng at least isa, malalagyan mo siya ng isang activity na gagawin. Tapos, yung 5 characteristics na yun ay na mag-increase yung level of degree of engagement niya as they progress, yung stakeholders as well as yung community na bahagi na pupuntahan na gagawa ng community engagement activity. Yung level 1 is yung kung makita natin dito, consultative. So consultations lang dito. Ito siya knowledge gathering lamang sa level 1. Level 2 is cooperation, knowledge gathering na yung gagather mong knowledge ay manggagaling na mismo dun sa mga specific na tao, na may kinalaman doon sa gagawin mo activity doon sa community mismo. And number 3 is the actual participation, collaboration, participatory, actual collaboration of all stakeholders, hindi lang nung organization na magsasagawa ng community engagement, Hindi lang ng mga specific individuals sa community, but everyone na bahagi na ng komunidad na maapektuhan nung gagawing community engagement program. So, again, ang first characteristics ng community engagement is community involvement in assessment. So, dito, sa level 1 or consultative level, ang gagawin is general information from community meetings used to refine programs. So, information gathering, kasi ang focus dito is about reproductive health and family planning para ma-improve yung reproductive health and family planning. So, sa level 1, for community involvement in assessment, gathering lamang ng information. Dito naman, pagdating sa level 2, pagdating sa level 2, level 1 plus level 2 yan, hindi may iwan yung ginawa sa level 1. Iko-continue yun dahil siya ay continuum Yung nasimulan mo na, dadalhin mo yun, i-carry over mo as we progress from one level to another. So, those information will be utilized para magkaroon ng discussions with leaders regarding reproductive health and family planning issues. Yung leaders will be coming from the community or the community nga na paggagawa nyo ng activity. Okay, kung yan is City ng Santa Rosa, edi yan ay yung mga local health officers ng bawat barangay at yung municipal health office, mga head nila. Then, sa level 3 ng community involvement in assessment, participatory exploration of community power relationships and social context. Aside from just gathering general information, sa level 1 nga pwedeng tutusin, magsagawa ka lang ng research, kahit hindi ka usapin yung actual na community, kahit mag-research ka lang, external researches kung meron available regarding the community. Level 2, kakausapin mo na kung sino yung mga specific individuals, okay, na involved mo sa pag-assess nung kanilang kalagayan. Sa level 3, magsasagawa ka na ng pag-aaral dun sa actual na community. Pipili ka ng komunidad na gusto mong interviewin. Kasi participatory exploration para mas maintindihan mo yung relationships at yung konteksto kung bakit may nagaganap na pag-increase ng population, ba't walang family planning na nagaganap dito sa lugar na to, and so on and so forth. Yun yung sa first characteristic pa lamang. Okay, community involvement in assessment. Then, sa access to information, sa level 1, cooperative level, consultative level, accurate, reproductive health and family planning messages disseminated through media and government structure. Again, this is consultative, so yung makuha mo information about that area, ipapakalat mo, you'll disseminate it through media and government or structures or institutions na may kinalaman dun sa ginagawa mong proyekto or activity. Level 2, community agents disseminate messages with limited interpersonal interaction. Again, dito sa characteristic na to ng community engagement, ang focus naman ito is access to information. Kung dito, ito ay parang third party. Sa level 2 naman, yung mismo mga bahagi ng community na ang nagdi-disseminate ng mensahe. Siguro, pwede nating sabihin na kung dito, through Facebook page ng barangay nyo, nagpo-post sila ng information. Dito naman, yung mga barangay tanod ay nagpapakalat ng information with some individuals. Okay? Or dito, nagpo-post sila ng mga announcements sa mga simbahan, sa mga poste, ganyan. Sa level 2, aside doon sa ginagawang yung for access to information about family planning or state ng family planning sa lugar, is nakikipag-usap na, although limited yung pakikipag-usap. Sa level 3, in terms of access to information, yung community agents ay nagkakaroon ng actual dialogue. Okay? Actual dialogue with specific families, Specific families din siguro na may kinalaman, na may nakaka-experience sa mga problema when it comes to reproductive health. Or, sila mismo ay nakikipag-usap sa bawat bawat bahay, bawat pamilya to disseminate information about family planning and reproductive health. Then, as we move along, sa third level naman, third characteristic of community engagement, yung inclusion in decision making. Sa level 1, input or approval solicited from influential community leaders at the start of project. So kung gagawin mo yung project, no, na para i-improve yung family family planning and reproductive health, kailangan meron kang approval mula sa community leaders. Yun yung consultative na level. Sa level 2, leaders and advisory groups involved as ongoing partners in decision making. Kung sa level 1, meron ka lang na buong plano, papa-approve mo lang. Dito, sa level 2, yung mga leaders and advisory groups or key informants dun sa area, meron silang boses. Okay? May boses sila dun sa anong gagawing decision making when it comes to the community engagement activity. Sa level 3, community-based organizations and groups collaborate in decision making. So, dito naman sa level 3, lahat ng mga organization or institutions na may kinalaman when it comes to promoting family planning and reproductive health na available doon sa komunidad, lahat sila ay kasali na sa decision making process. Hindi na lang iilang tao, lahat ay may kinalaman na doon sa decision making, kung paano yung maging final output when it comes to the actual community engagement activity. Fourth characteristic, local capacity to advocate to institutions and governing structures. Sa level 1, again, consultative, strengthening the family planning service delivery through community outreach such as information and services. And this particular level, consultative lamang din. So, kung ano yung alam nyo, yun yung inyong gagawin when it comes to family planning. However, dito, sa level 2, build capacity of local leadership and advisory groups to oversee quality of those services. Sa level 1, kayo, na individuals or organization na nagsasagawa ng community engagement activity ay gagawa ng outreach or engagement activity mismo. Sa level 2, you'll build capacity of local leadership. So, hingi kayo ng tulong, no? Or i-build nyo yung barangay officials, yung health officers ng isang komunidad para sila itumulong, no? Para sila ay maging bahagi ng pagpapatupad ng community engagement activity na may kinalaman sa health and family planning. Again, example lang naman yun. Sa level 3 naman, hindi lang yung mga local leaders but even community-based organizations ay kasali na. And to foster organizational linkages, to advocate for quality reproductive health and family planning and policies. Ibig sabihin, sa level 1 na consultative, magpo-focus ka lang sa inyong grupo na nagsasagawa ng community outreach activity. Sa level 2, you'll build capacity of local leadership. Isasama mo yung mga local leaders ng isang komunidad para ma-oversee yung quality ng gagawin yung community outreach or community engagement activity. However, sa level 3, even community-based organizations, yung mga non-government organizations ay kasali na para mas ma-improve pa yung quality ng delivery ng inyong outreach activity. Kasi palawak ng palawak Yung, again, it's local capacity to advocate to institutions or larger governing structures. And lastly, last characteristic is accountability of institutions to the public. So, sa consultative level, health services and policies informed by providers and governments with limited community input. So, yung mga nabuo yung programa o polisiya mula sa mga programang nagawa nyo or anumang programa na may kinalaman sa napili nyo na topic, no, or problema na gustong bigyan ng kasagutan, there's very limited input from the community itself. Magagaling lang yun sa inyong kung paano nyo na assess, in-evaluate yung inyong ginawang activity. Okay? Sa level 2, Health services, policies have systems for citizen participation. Ibig sabihin, you're not just providing policies for them to read and basically or evaluations para basahin lang nila at kayo nang bahala mag-interpret. Dito, gagawa kayo na may citizen participation. Ibig sabihin, mas nagkakaroon ng accountability, mas nagkakaroon ng tawag dito, ano yung term? What's the term? Nagkakaroon ng role, mas nagkakaroon ng trabaho yung institusyon na may kinalaman doon sa problema na napili nyo, doon sa ginagawa nyong community activity. And sa level 3, collaborative, health services or policies ensure equitable input from the community to inform reproductive health, family planning, resource allocation. Ibig sabihin, dito, hindi na lang siya, they are trying to, hindi na lang nanggagaling dun sa, again, when it comes to accountability, hindi na lang nanggagaling dun sa mga specific point persons sa community, but even others, other citizens or members of the community has an actual input, input, accountability when it comes to resource allocation para dun sa mga nakuha nila dun sa programa. Okay, yun nga. Sorry, nalito ako dun. Again, when it comes to accountability is kung sa first level, limited yung community output. Dito, ang may accountability lang or may parang may Tagalog wait lang. Apologies. Sinearch ko talaga in Tagalog para mas madali. Yung may responsibilidad yun. When it comes to consultative level, ulitin ko lang, limited community input. So, ang may responsibilidad lang is the one who created the activity, evaluated the community engagement activity. Sa level 2, magtatayo na ng yung mga point persons, may accountability na sila when it comes to policies, health services and policies para magkaroon ng citizen participation. So, the accountability lies on the point persons in the community na may kinalaman dun sa serbisyo na gagawin. Sa level 3, okay, sinasabi dito na everyone, even citizens has input when it comes to informing resource allocation na may dun sa ginagawa or ginawa na evaluate na community engagement activity. Ibig sabihin, the accountability does not only fall to the institutions but also yung community members. Meron na silang certain sense of responsibility, okay? Para dahil sila yung mas nakakaalam ng problema or sila yung mas nakakaranas ng mga problema, dapat meron silang boses kung paano mas maayos na mapapagawa, maisasagawa yung community engagement activity. Because again, hindi lang siya one-off thing. It is a active community engagement continuum. Tuloy-tuloy ito. Kung halimbawa nakapagpasagawa na ng family planning seminars, hindi yung magtatapos lang dun sa family planning seminars. Dahil magkakaroon sa last level, accountability. Magkakaroon accountability yung community, yung community leaders, yung local government to pursue, pagpatuloy yung mga nasimulan doon sa community engagement activity para mas ma-improve yung health, mas ma-improve yung kalagayan, condition, well-being ng mga mamayan na apektuhan ng problema na gustong bawasan or baguhin or tanggalin ng isang community engagement activity. So, because here sa ACE, community engagement is an evolutionary process. So, at each successive level of engagement, community members move closer to being change agents. Hindi na lang sila hindi na lang sila mga individual na binibigyan ng pamphlets rather, or pinapa-feeding program, but they are the individuals who are they are change agents themselves. Hindi na lang sila yung target because dahil sa pag-increase ng collaboration, mas nagkakaroon sila ng boses, mas nagkakaroon sila ng participation. Dahil sila yung mas nakakaalam kung ano yung problema, nakakaranas ng problema, mas nagkakaroon sila ng boses para baguhin, no, yung problemang yon. At the final level, communities and stakeholders are represented equally in partnership and all parties are mutually accountable for all aspects of the project. Okay? Hindi na lang yung kung sinong organization na papasagawa ng activity, hindi na lang yung mga local government unit, hindi lang din yung mga tao sa lugar na yon, even yung mga community-based organizations, all those stakeholders are accountable para ipagpatuloy yung programa para mas ma-improve pa yung kalagayan ng mga tao sa isang komunidad.